Remarkable doesn't even begin to describe the story you're about to see. Bareback rider J.R. Vezain and his family recently welcomed MTN Sports to their Melstone Ranch to share it. He's been to the top of pro rodeo's highest cliff, a six-time qualifier at the national finals. On this calm June morning, J.R. Vezain is home in Montana on the family ranch in Melstone. He's doing his part to herd, brand, and tag these calves. That's life when he's not on the rodeo trail. Last September, with time running out on the regular season, JR, one of the world's top cowboys, was on the bubble of qualifying for the world's richest rodeo. Only the top 15 in each event get in. Vezain was 14th in bareback, and he sure didn't want anybody catching him. Rodeo standings are simple. Those who win the most money are at the top. So JR made one last push all the way to Texas to win more money and make sure he earned that invite to the national finals.
You only go to them rodeos if you have to, type of a deal, because they're so far away from home, and it's hot and muggy. And
you remember
everything?
Remember the ride?
Oh yeah.
All
yeah. Yeah, I never went unconscious until they put me under for surgery.
Yeah.
He'd ridden bareback over 1,000 times, but this time he'd drawn a horse that had only one showing on the PRCA.
Stood up there, everything was right. She circled around there. When she bunked back into the chute, she went to flip. And I've had them flip over on me like that before 100 times, and pretty catty, I can get out of the way. And when she went to flip, I kind of set up to decide which way to go whenever she came. Well, she didn't come all straight over. She kind of loaded on her hocks and then jumped in the air, and it run my hips off my ring. I didn't have any weight. I knew I was just like a duck sitting out of water. She hit, and I immediately felt my back break. And when she rolled over, she rolled away from my hand so my hand could come out. And I just remember trying to yank my hand out, and as soon as my hand got out, then she got up and gut stomped me right in the guts. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't catch my air, and immediately I went to sit up, and I couldn't move my legs, and I couldn't even get all the way up. Like, I just barely posted up on my elbows, and I didn't know how bad it was, but I knew it wasn't good. It was the worst pain I'd ever been in my life.
A broken back and paralyzed from about the waist down. JR says the break is right behind his belly button, T9 and T10 vertebrae.
I caught basically on my shoulder blades, and she rammed the rigging right to my chest. Folded me right in half. Pretty Western.
Pretty Western. Yeah, it is.
Somebody looking out for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He was rushed to a critical care hospital in Houston, where doctors told Shelby they worried more about fatal internal bleeding than his broken back.
Shelby, it's really bad. He said the horse flipped over, broke his back. He said, we're just gonna life flight him and get him to the hospital, and we'll just keep in touch with you. And that was and then they handed the phone back to JR, and JR said, he said, I love you, and I need you to get down here as soon as possible. I just kept praying, and then right after that, I just felt a peace over me, and I swear God was just telling me, no matter what, Shelby, it's gonna be okay.
They braced for a punishing highway of physical therapy. For two reasons, JR said he chose Salt Lake City, closer to home, and buddies with similar injuries had left with reassuring results.
They say you gotta stand to walk, and we force myself to stand so I can get walking pretty soon, but there ain't no better feeling than standing up.
This is where the cowboy grinded away for 5 months. Toward the end of March, Shelby still by his side, the two felt it was time to make their way home.
call this the Millstone Muscle Maker. We got all this equipment set up, this bench to do a bunch of core stuff on here. Push up, I do a bunch of like from my knees, I'll do like squats. Once we got here, we didn't take so long to rig up our own walking machine. Locking my legs. And I videoed it to Jan and she said, wow, that's impressive. She said, you just keep doing that and keep sending videos back and forth. It's a good pain, you know, it isn't unbearable by any means, so. Taught Sage in Nevada how to do it, and right hand placement and stuff.
Jared's always been a hard worker since I met him. When we started therapy, I knew that like he wasn't gonna feel sorry for himself or take it easy. He was gonna work as hard as he could, and he has since day one. And the doctor said that he would have very little to no movement and a very slight chance to walk again. And he's already had movement and things, so we know God's working. And literally to watch Jared every day is inspiring because it really put life in a whole new perspective for me.
Slow and steady wins the race, right?
Jared has it way worse than we do, and he still gets up every day and does the same thing that we do, just a little bit different.
What's it gonna feel like when you walk again?
Oh, sure, it'll be awesome, huh? I can't wait.
Reacclimating to a new life in Millstone, the Vezain's latest milestone was about to arrive, and it had nothing to do with walking. Merely a month before JR broke his back, he and Shelby found out they were expecting their first baby.
He definitely puts a smile on our face, like when days are hard or therapy doesn't go as planned or something happens that's hard. We always just look at him and we just know that he's such a blessing and that God knew what he was doing when he gave us Riot.
It was a feeling that you can't even describe with words. It just, my heart was full, you know.
Oh, you smiling?
Are you kidding
Tell us
me?
a story. Tell us a story.
Situation isn't ideal and it ain't what we had pictured. Definitely ain't what I pictured. My first kid, you know what I mean? You expect to be able to stand up, hold them, and throw the ball, and teach them how to saddle their horse, and all that stuff. That's still my goal, is to be able to do all that stuff. But you never picture holding one in a wheelchair, that's for sure, you know? Keep setting up stuff to make doing this a little easier on us, and hopefully along the way can keep encouraging and inspiring somebody else along the way. That's right away I set out to do, was not let it get me down too bad. You can't control the circumstances you're dealt. All you can control is your attitude and how you react. So right away I set goals to be walking in 3 months, and when that didn't happen, 6 months, and now I'm approaching 9 months still with goals of walking, and I will. I believe that the good Lord upstairs has a plan, and that his plan is good, and I'm just gonna keep picking away and see where it goes. I don't know about simple, but makes it doable anyways. Up there. Showing one hole over here. Growing up as a horse trainer, it'd be nice to have somebody saddle your horse and warm it up all the time. All you had to do was step on and ride off. So, not exactly how I pictured doing it, but by golly, one dream's coming true.
You know that saying, it takes a village? Well, there's a good chance it's never been more true. This guy is barely a year removed from thriving in front of sellout crowds at the Super Bowl of his sport.
When troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. I guess the message that I want to send to people is whenever you have a struggle or a trial that is out of your control, to put it in God's hand and find the little things to be thankful for.
He was Rookie of the Year on rodeo's biggest stage. Now, JR's drive and optimism are his sharpest tools. And that village, well, Shelby totes the patience and encouragement. Family literally shoulders the physical strength. Doctors offer the knowledge. His hometown of Cali, Wyoming, nearby communities like Roundup, friends he's made along the Cowboy Trail, and folks he's never even met are delivering time, tools, exercise equipment, and donations to help with medical bills. And the family's freshest buckaroo? Good luck even imagining the inspiration he carries.
When I'm laying in bed at night and I think about the things that have been taken away, which then reflects to the things that I've been given, this baby itself is a gift and a blessing. The life I have is a gift and a blessing. The things that I've been given, the recovery I've made thus far, far outweigh the things that have been taken away. And the character that it's producing inside of me is far greater, and I'll be far better off further down the line than I was before, and I believe that.
Our Brandon Sullivan with the videography there. And to make ends meet right now, JR is crafting some amazing leatherwork, purses, handbags, rodeo gear. You really should see it. You can also order from their Facebook page, Lazy SJ Leather. That's Lazy SJ Leather.